A 79-year-old woman spills coffee in her lap. She sues McDonald's, and the media loses its mind. Late-night shows, newspapers, even politicians mock her. She just wants free money. It's a joke, right? America's gone too far with lawsuits. But what if I told you? Her injuries were horrifying. McDonald's had been warned for years. And this ridiculous lawsuit, it changed the entire legal system. This is the real story behind the McDonald's coffee case. The lawsuit that shocked the world and changed corporate America forever. In 1992, Stella Liebeck, a 79-year-old woman from Albuquerque, New Mexico, buys a cup of coffee from a McDonald's drive-thru. Her grandson is driving. He parks the car so she can add cream and sugar. She places the cup between her knees and removes the lid. The coffee spills directly onto her lap. What happens next isn't just a minor burn. The coffee is so hot it burns through her clothing and skin within seconds. Stella suffers third-degree burns on her thighs, buttocks, and groin. She's hospitalized for 8 days, undergoes skin grafts, and suffers permanent scarring. She originally asked McDonald's to cover $20,000 in medical costs. They offered $800. At the time, McDonald's served coffee at 180 to 190 degrees Fahrenheit, 82 to 88 degrees Celsius. That's 40 degrees hotter than home-brewed coffee. At that temperature, skin burns in less than 3 seconds. And here's the kicker. McDonald's knew. Internal documents revealed 700-plus previous complaints about burns from hot coffee. But McDonald's insisted on keeping the temperature high, allegedly to keep coffee hot enough for commuters. A McDonald's quality assurance manager even admitted in court, "We knew it could burn people, but we didn't think it was dangerous enough to lower the temperature." Stella hires a lawyer, Reed Morgan. The case goes to trial in 1994, titled Liebeck vs. McDonald's Restaurants. The defense argues, she spilled the coffee herself. Everyone knows coffee is hot. But the plaintiff's team brings forward expert testimony from burn specialists, McDonald's internal memos, stats showing most fast food chains serve at lower, safer temps. Photos of Stella's injuries shown in court shocked the jury. A juror later said, "It wasn't about the money, it was about sending a message." The jury awards Stella $200,000 in compensatory damages, reduced to $160,000 due to her partial responsibility, $2.7 million in punitive damages, roughly 2 days' worth of McDonald's coffee sales. But here's what the headline said: woman wins $2.9 million for spilling coffee. The media ignores the burns, the warnings, the internal documents. Late-night hosts mock her. Public opinion turns vicious. Stella is harassed, ridiculed, and becomes a symbol of frivolous lawsuits, even though the truth was far from that. The lawsuit becomes a poster child for tort reform in America. Corporate lobbyists use it to argue, the courts are out of control. We need caps on damages. Businesses are being bullied by greedy consumers. But legal experts point out the jury system worked. They heard evidence and made a reasoned decision. The judge later reduced punitive damages to $480,000. The parties settled out of court for an undisclosed amount. What the media sold as a punchline was actually a warning to corporations. You can't ignore consumer safety. McDonald's quietly lowered their coffee temperature. Other companies reevaluated their liability policies. Consumer protection law professors still teach this case today. It became a turning point for product safety standards, corporate accountability, media sensationalism, and most importantly, it made people question what they believe about frivolous lawsuits. Sometimes they're not so frivolous after all. So the next time you hear someone say, "Oh, that woman who spilled coffee and got millions," ask them, "Do you know what really happened? Have you seen the photos of her injuries? Did you know McDonald's was warned 700 times before that?" Stella Liebeck didn't sue for a payout. She sued for accountability. And in doing so, she sparked a national debate, one that still shapes American law today. This wasn't just about coffee. It was about how far a company can go before someone gets burned.